I remember we were playing against the Lakers, Tom, and we were out here in LA. So the game was at 7. So, I'm going to get there at 3 o'clock. I want to make sure I make 400 made shots before I go back into the room, and then I sit in the sauna and I get ready for the game. As I'm walking onto the court, who do I see? I see Kobe Bryant, already working out. So once I set my foot across that line, I started working out. So I worked out for a good hour and a half. And when I came off, after I was done, I sat down, and of course I still hear the ball bouncing. I look down, I'm like, this guy's still working out. I sit there and I unlace my shoes. I'm like, I want to see how long this goes. So I sit out there and watch another 25 minutes. And he got done. In that game, he drops 40 on us. And after the game was over, I'm like, I have to ask this guy. Like, I have to understand, like, why he works like that.
Right.
So after the game, I'm like, hey, Kobe, like, why were you in the gym for so long? He's like, because I saw you come in. And I wanted you to know that it doesn't matter how hard you work, that I'm willing to work harder than you.
It takes more than skills to be great. That's what people don't understand. You can be the most skillful person on earth, still don't make the NBA. The NBA is not about skills. It takes way more to be. Consistency. LeBron James, 20 years in the league. When you think about LeBron, you think about consistency. He's been great for 20 years. Think about MJ, Edge, about getting better, obsession. Kobe, obsession. Steph, KD, like, man, it's not just skills. People think it's not just skills, you know. And I can say I'm not the most skillful. I don't have the best shot. I don't have the best dribble. I believe I'm a very good passer, underrated passer. I can play to my teammates, and I think that's my #1 talent. But the thing that makes me a step further than people is the obsession and the discipline I have towards the game, not my skills.
You're young, middle school, high school players, right? So you want to have fun. You want to be kids, right? But if your dream to play college or high school basketball one day if that's a real dream, then you got to get your work done, and then you can go be a kid and hang out. And going and hanging out with your friends and being a kid is much better after you get your work done. If I hit the weight room that day and I get my basketball workout in and I get my stretching in and then I go hang out with my friends, me hanging out with my friends, I feel good. I know in the back of my head that I did what I needed to do that day. All right? But if I procrastinated and I didn't go to the weight room that day and I didn't get my basketball in and then I got distracted, my friends called me to go hang out at the movies and I went to the movies, I'm sitting in the movie theater, I'm like, damn, I should have worked out today. I didn't work out, and I know someone else is out there working right now while I'm in this movie theater, and they're getting a leg up on me. All right, and that will transfer into your life.
Every kid, every person has the ability to put one foot in front of the other. So like if you're saying, okay, I'm going to climb Mount Everest, you're at the bottom of the mountain and you look up and you're going, I'm not going to climb Mount Everest, right? But if you break it down into sections, you just one foot in front of the other, one step at a time, next thing you know, you're at the top of the mountain.
Right? Durant scared me because when Durant score, he don't say nothing. He ain't getting nobody excited. He ain't trying to get LeBron pissed off or pumped up. He just scored my man and shh. Only thing he does at the end of the game, he kisses his mama, he hug his brothers. All right, I'm out. Game over. Shh. But the one thing he does, I don't know if you watched it, the first thing he does when he gets on the court is he does what? Touch them numbers on the front, touch them numbers on the back. And he's doing that for who? Which coach? His coach that was killed. His coach died at what age? And he wears what number? He got a Y. He got a Y. He ain't just playing for no championship. You got to hear what I'm telling you. If y'all going to be great on that field, you got to have a why. You got to have a reason for why you do what you do. The problem with some of y'all, the reason why you don't give 120% every doggone time you get on the field, because you ain't got a why for what you do. You ain't got a why.
I love this game. I live this game. There's 1,000 other guys waiting in the wings who are obsessed with this game. Obsession is going to be talent every time. You got all the talent in the world, but are you obsessed? Is it all you ever think about? Let's face it, it's you against you out there.
That's why losing in life is so important. Whether it's getting dumped getting fired, losing a game, loss, those feelings where things didn't work out your way, that's important because it lets you know this is the bad feeling that comes when it goes wrong, and you improve, and then it makes the good feelings of victory all the better.
I don't believe in talent. I'm here because I worked hard my whole life. Without that work, no one in this room would know who I am except my family. So to all the kids around the world watching, paying attention, and aspiring to be like one of us or even on the stage someday, put the work in and watch the magical ride you go on.
You don't have to live anybody else's story. Sometimes people make it seem like you have to have certain prerequisites or a crazy life story in order to be successful in this world, but the truth is you really don't. It doesn't matter where you come from, what you have or don't have, what you lack, what you have too much of, but all you need to have is faith in God, an undying passion for what you do or what you choose to do in this life, and a relentless drive and the will to do whatever it takes to be successful.